Here's my final look at the Owen Protz hit on Kieran Walton. And remember the things I said I'd be looking for? Was main contact via the elbow? Was there any attempt to go through the core? And was there any unnecessary upward or outward explosion? Well, here's a look first to see if there was an elbow. And as you can see, his hands just come to his chest. He doesn't push his hands out. He doesn't drive his elbow up. His hands just come to his chest for contact, so no elbow. Now, was there an attempt to go through the core? You can see on approach, the stick is on the ice. He's in a good, nice, low posture. But as he approaches into contact, he raises his upper body up. His stick comes off the ice, and his arms come up to his chest. Now, his lower body does stay low enough that he does thrust to the side with that right foot and drive sideways, but it's more sideways and outward, not upward. His hip stays low, and he goes hip to hip. So there is an attempt to go through the core there. But that outward force significantly increases the violence of the contact. Now you can see here that that push with the right leg is also to adjust his angle of approach so that he does push into the lane, the path of travel of his opponent, and try and go through the core. But that push combined with the rising of his upper body does needlessly increase the violence and force of this contact significantly. So for me, the decisive factors are: the main force of contact was not delivered with the elbow. There was an attempt to go through the core. However, there was unnecessary upward or outward explosion. So my ruling here is no supplemental discipline for Owen Protz for this hit. However, I wouldn't mind seeing a 2-minute minor for roughing or charging because of the excessive degree of violence that was brought on unnecessarily by outward explosion.